Hi everybody! Guess what I'm doing? I have some Ruffles, some Hot Cheetos, and some Doritos. I also have some sour cream, some cottage cheese, and some off-brand Nutella. We'll just call it Nutella. Same thing. Because I take my cousin grocery shopping every month. He gets food stamps, and he can't pay me gas, so he buys me. I walk through the store with him, and I'm like, oh, I want this, oh, I want that. But he like Ruffles, for example. If I'm like, oh, I want Ruffles, he'll be like, Lay's is basically the same thing, and they're cheaper. And then he'll also look at like the size and weight and like how much is in the bag. He'll try to get the most for the cheapest, so that way he can get a lot for cheap. But anyway, so the off-brand Nutella was cheaper than the regular, so that's why I had to settle for that. But I'm going to be dipping each one of these into each one of these and trying it. Okay, so we have these opened up, and I don't think you can tell, but I have the Ruffles opened up. So first we'll do the Ruffles. Okay, so I have a chip in each thing. I'll call them dips. Well, I have a chip in each dip. So first the Ruffles and sour cream. Not bad. It's actually pretty good. Oh, my chip is breaking. Now the cottage cheese. I feel like the cottage cheese makes it more salty. I'm going to sit you guys down so that way I could try not to break this chip because Nutella is the thickest thing I have here. When I get chips for like New Year's Eve and stuff, I try to get like Frito Scoops and stuff, especially not Lay's, but not Ruffles or Doritos or even tortilla chips because they break too easy. I get like Frito Scoops. And now the Nutella. Okay, the cottage cheese one was more salty than the sour cream one. The Nutella one, it was a balance of sweet and salty. It wasn't like the ice cream with the mustard. That was, to be honest, it wasn't that good. It was okay, but not that good. But I would totally sit down with a bag of Ruffles and Nutella and eat it. I would totally, yeah. You know what? But like I was saying, I like Frito Scoops because they don't break as easy. So I wonder how it would taste with Frito Scoops. Maybe I'll have to do a Frito Scoops one. The Frito Scoops with the sour cream and the cottage cheese and the Nutella. But next we'll do the Hot Cheetos. Okay, now the hot Cheetos in each dip. I was over here off camera eating Ruffles and sour cream and Ruffles and cottage cheese. Now the Nutella, a lot of the Ruffles I'm getting right now are big and the opening of the jar is really small. So probably I'm gonna need to scoop it out to finish. But now the hot Cheetos. Okay, the sour cream. The cottage cheese. Let's see if I could get, yeah. It's gonna spill. My fingers are red, so I'm getting red on my phone. But I'm gonna wind up with cottage cheese on my phone too. And now the hazelnut. The Nutella. That one, the Flamin' Hot, was over the sour cream and the cottage cheese. So they pretty much tasted the same. But the Nutella, again, good balance of sweet and salty. I would sit there and eat the whole bag. Actually, that's probably what I'm going to do. Probably not all 3 of these bags in one day, but I'll sit there with, because they're smaller to go in the jar, I'll sit there with the hot Cheetos and the Nutella after my video. And now cheesy fingers too. But here's the Doritos, the sour cream. Cottage cheese. And Nutella. Like, see, this is like almost too big for the jar. And that's the problem I was having with the Ruffles. Again, really no difference between the sour cream and the cottage cheese, but the Nutella, good balance of sweet and salty. Even though it was a good balance of sweet and salty, I noticed with each one, for me, it like got stronger, the sweet and salty. It got more like an M&M. Like, that was like M&M. That maybe the machine forgot to put some coating, and the hot Cheetos put a little bit of coating, and then that was like the whole coating, maybe extra coating. But yeah, so all these chips and all these zips, they're not bad. They're actually good.